So you just spawned in a brand new Minecraft world, and you're looking for a starter house that's not just a dirt box? Well, this one is cozy, beautiful, fully decorated, and packed with everything you need to survive and thrive. We've got storage, crafting stations, a cute design, and even a few small details that'll make it feel like home. This is the kind of starter base that'll make people say, "No way, that's your first house." And the best part? It's super easy to build, even if you're just getting started. Let me show you exactly how to make it, step by step. Let's go. Before you start building, make sure you find a good spot for your base. Flat terrain is best, and if it has a good view, you get bonus points. The layout of this house is 7 blocks wide by 9 blocks long. It's simple and perfect for starting the game. We use deep slate for the floor and place stripped spruce logs at each corner to give it a solid and elegant structure. Now go ahead and build the walls, 4 blocks high on each side. Okay, now we're going to start building the roof support for our house. On 2 opposite sides of the build, we'll create a simple frame just like this. It's a stair-like structure that goes up and then back down, and it's going to give us the perfect base for placing the roof later on. Now look at this little detail. It's looking really good so far, don't you think? This next part is going to add depth and character to the whole build, and it's super easy to do. We're going to mix in similar looking blocks to give texture to the walls. For example, if you're using oak logs, you can alternate them with oak planks. You can follow a random pattern or just go with what looks good to you. The idea is to break up the flatness and give the walls a more natural, detailed look. Once you're happy with the first section, repeat the process on all the other walls. And don't worry, it might seem like a lot, but to save you some time, I'm speeding things up a bit. Let's hit that time lapse. Look at how good it turned out. By adding this texture across the entire house, we make it look so much more detailed, alive, and interesting. Now it's time to start working on the roof. For the edges, we're going to use a combination of cobbled deep slate stairs and deep slate brick stairs. You can alternate them in any way you like. Whether you want a random look or a more organized pattern, it's totally up to you. This mix of textures is really going to make the roof stand out and match the overall style of the house. And for the sides where we built that stair-like structure earlier, we'll continue the roof along that shape, following the ups and downs carefully. It might take a little patience, but trust me, it's going to look amazing once it's done. For the next part of the roof, we're switching to spruce stairs. Using wood here gives the build a warmer, cozier feel and contrasts really nicely with the darker deep slate textures. Just follow the shape we already built, placing the stairs carefully along the frame. Now pay close attention, because we're going to build a small air vent, or you could think of it as a tiny window, right into the roof. It's a simple little detail, but it's going to add so much character and make the build feel more alive. Here's how you do it step by step, and trust me, it's going to look amazing once it's done. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side of the roof, but this time we'll place the window or air vent diagonally from the one we just built. This little offset is going to make the whole roof design feel more natural and a lot more dynamic. And to finish it all off, just cover up the remaining gaps with spruce slabs. Alright, moving on to the front of the house. First, we're going to build a small base for the entrance and add a set of stairs leading up to where the door will be. On each side of the door, we'll place 2 small windows to make the front look more open and welcoming. Now for the door itself, here's a little trick to add some depth. Place 2 oak stairs upside down, one on top of the other, where the door is going to go. Then, in my case, I'm going to use spruce doors because they blend really well with the rest of the build and add a nice rustic vibe. Once that's in place, we're going to finish it off by building a small decorative structure above the entrance, something simple but stylish, to really make the front of the house stand out. It's a small detail, but it's those little touches that make a huge difference and bring the whole build together. Now let's move on to the exterior decoration. On this side of the house, place a log and then a stair block right on top of it. Over here on the wall, add a window, just like this. We'll keep decorating around the house in a similar style. Let's add one more window right over here. Now pay close attention to what we're doing here. By combining these two blocks and using stairs in just the right spots, we're going to build a small exterior chimney. It's really simple, just follow along and place each block exactly like I'm showing you. This is how it should look when it's done. Now let's head up to the top so we can add the chimney smoke effect. We're going to place 2 campfires up here and then carefully cover them so only the smoke is visible. This gives the whole chimney a nice finishing touch without showing the actual campfires. Take a look at how it turned out. From 1 to 10, how would you rate it? Let me know in the comments. Now let's move on to a small garden right at the front. We're going to decorate it with some bushes, flowers, and a few lanterns to give it a cozy touch. Nothing too complicated, just follow along and place things where they feel right. It's really starting to come together now. And hey, if you've made it this far, consider subscribing so you don't miss any of the awesome builds we've got coming up on the channel. Alright, let's keep decorating this side. Place a few unlit campfires for that rustic detail, add a barrel right here, and throw in some hay for a bit of texture. It's quick, simple, and adds a nice finishing touch to the outside. Let's head over to the other side now. Here, we're going to build a small shelf against the wall and decorate it with some flowers. Feel free to pick the ones you like best. Then, right next to it, we'll add a short wooden fence to mark out space for a small garden or crop area later on. It's simple for now, but it'll look great once it's all filled in. Let's keep expanding the exterior area. We're adding more fences around here to close off the space a bit, and now we're building a small work area. Place a simple table using slabs and add 2 stairs going down to create a slight drop. This makes it feel like a little sunken workspace. Then, just throw in a chest for storage and a trusty anvil to complete the setup. It's a practical space, and it fits nicely with the rest of the build. Now let's build a small stable just like this, perfect for keeping a few animals nearby. It's a really simple structure, but it adds a lot to the overall look of the base. For the roof, we're going to give it a special texture using unlit campfires. Place them like this, and then cover certain parts with trapdoors to break up the pattern and give it a more rustic feel. It's a nice little detail that really makes the stable stand out. Now let's add a few lanterns around to light things up, especially near the stable and garden area. Then we'll decorate with some leaves. Just scatter them around the fences and corners to bring everything to life a bit more. Now let's till the soil and get the garden ready. Dig a spot under the composter and the barrel to place water. This will keep everything hydrated without being too visible. Then go ahead and plant your seeds. You can use wheat, potatoes, or whatever you prefer. And to finish it off, add 2 beautiful sunflowers right here. They give the whole garden a bright, cheerful touch. Alright, let's move on to the interior now. For the flooring, we're going to use deepslate. It gives the room a sturdy and polished look. Next, let's build up the inside part of the chimney. Just follow along and you'll see how good it turns out. It really ties everything together. Then we'll decorate with a few chests for storage and place some trapdoors around to add detail and depth to the space. Oh, and I almost forgot about the ceiling. Let's finish it off by filling it in with upside down stairs. It's a simple trick that gives the roof a clean, finished look from the inside. On this side of the wall, we'll build a pillar with a couple of shelves sticking out. Use full blocks for this. Hang a lantern from one of the shelves to give the room some cozy lighting. Now, for the small table, place 2 stairs facing each other to form the table surface. On top of that, add a flower pot with a cherry blossom sapling. It'll give the space a lovely natural touch. Oh, don't forget the lanterns on the roof. On this side of the wall, let's build a pillar for some added structure. Now let's hide a couple of barrels behind the pillar for some extra storage space. Above the barrels, place a few shelves for decoration. They'll give the room some character. Next, we're going to add a cozy bed to this corner. To complete the vibe, let's place a few candles nearby to bring some warmth and a soft glow to the room. In this little space we've got left, let's add a chest area. It's the perfect spot to make sure we have plenty of storage for everything we'll need throughout our adventure. And of course, we can't forget the essentials. Let's place a crafting table right here, along with a furnace next to it. Perfect for all your survival needs and keeping the base fully functional. And finally a painting over here and some rugs on the floor. Oh yeah, this is how our house turned out. Look at it. It looks so good, super cozy, and just perfect for starting out. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. You're awesome. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and drop a comment too. Who knows, maybe you'll get extra luck next time you go mining.